viewers, welcome to the channel Profile Plus. This is Padma. Do like, share and subscribe the channel to know more about communication and personality development. Do not forget to press the bell icon. So let me just tell you a beautiful story to know the power of mind today. Okay, so the story starts like this. There was a king who was very fascinated about art. Okay, in his palace, he always used to give more importance for the artists. Any kind of an art form, he is more fascinated to. Okay, once he was approached by a senior artist of the kingdom, and he just came in front of the king asking for a kind of a request. So the artist asked the king, Your Highness, I just wanted to make a request. I want a chance to prove my talent and to just make a very big artwork on the wall of this palace, on the right hand side wall of the palace. Okay, so his request was granted because king always gives a chance for all the artists in their kingdom. Okay, so what the king says is, yes, of course you can take this chance, and what's a big difference you're going to make it. And the artist promises him it's going to be the most beautiful art ever you could see in this palace. So the king was so surprised to know that, and he immediately gave him the chance. And while they both were conversing, while they both were having this discussion, so immediately there was an young man from the palace who just came forward, volunteering himself, and asked the king, Your Highness, I also have a request with you. If you permit me, I can ask this to you. So the king says, yes, go ahead. So that young man says that while the artist is making this piece of art on the right hand side of the wall, so please give me a chance that I can just make the replica of the drawing on the left hand side of the wall. So please do give me the chance of making the exact similar replica piece of art just on the opposite side of the wall. The king was a little, intrigued, and he was just asking the person, why do you want to do this? And he says, I wanted to prove my talent too. The king immediately just interrupted him. What's there in just looking at a drawing piece of art and just making a replica on it? The young man says, I'm gonna do this without looking at it. Okay, so the king was completely shocked. Are you going to do it without looking at the picture? Yes, Your Highness. I'm going to do it without even looking at the picture what the artist is going to do on the right hand side. I want you to just place a big screen in middle of the palace where I cannot just see the other side. And also please appoint some soldiers to guard this. They can definitely watch me and they can just keep a vigilance that I would never have a chance to look at the other side. The king was really, curious. So he said, yeah, okay. So he was just having a kind of feeling that whether it is possible. Okay. And the king said, okay, you both can start your work from tomorrow. So they both started to work. One side, on the right hand side of the wall, the artist brought a lot of paints, lot of paint brushes and watercolors and many things in order to make this big drawing. Okay, on the other side, the other young man, he also brought a bowl of water and a piece of cloth. He also started to do his work. It just 1 month passed. Okay, after a month the king came. The king was informed that he can come to witness the art. Okay, he can come to just look at it. And he came to the palace with a lot of excitement to look at both the piece of art. Initially, he wants to see the artist drawing. Okay, he just immediately goes to the right hand side. He just looked at the picture. For his amusement, it was one of the best artistic work what he has done. Okay, so he was so happy, and he immediately took a bag of gold coins and just gave that to the artist. And without any delay now, he just wants to just see what has happened in the left hand side of the wall. So he just instructed the soldiers, please open the screen. The screen was slowly open, and for his amusement, You don't believe. So the same complete, not even one single line was missing in the art on the left hand side. It was just the replica of what the artist has drawn. It was on the, just like that, it was on the left hand side. The king was really happy. And see, in front of the entire people crowd and soldiers and ministers, he just, with all the happiness, he gave the double the amount of gold coins what he actually gave the artist. He gave the double the amount of gold coins to this young man, and he called the young man nearby, and he was asking secretly to that young man, can you please tell me, how is it possible? How could you just get this done? The young man replied, Your Highness, all that I have done in this 1 month is, I just cleaned the marble wall of the palace for about 1 month time. What I did is, I just took all the piece of clothes, I was keep on wiping the wall. I was just cleaning the wall on the left hand side. Okay, it is just the reflection what you have seen on the left side wall. So this is what the young man replied. So it was not really the artwork, it was just the reflection of the artwork which is just falling on the left hand side wall. Okay, it was completely a marble wall, so where he just took a lot of effort for 1 month to clean it completely, to polish it. It is nothing but what he has done is polished the whole wall. Now anybody could see the reflection of what is there on the right hand side to the left hand side. So this is what he has done. The moral of the story, if you just think about it, it just shows the power of mind. Okay, life is all about how you just look at it. Okay, when your mind is not clean, obviously it won't just absorb any good things from outside. When you spend time just by cleaning your mind, just by knowing your power of mind, your mind has got a tremendous power. Believe it, friends, when you clean your mind, everything you see would look beautiful. And everything you see, you can gain only the positive things from outside. But your mind, example, if your mind or heart is completely, dusted, if you're completely filled with mud, imagine you can never take any positive things from outside. So all that we have to do right now is know your power of mind and try to spend time cleaning your negative thoughts from your mind. This is really important. Maybe this story looks with a very small message, but just think in deep. The person, what he has done for about 1 month is, the effort what he has done is not a small thing. So you may fail a lot of times in order to take out the toxic things from your mind, but never give up. Try to clean your mind whenever you get into any negative thoughts, because when there are certain problems which goes out of your control, remember friends, we have no other choice. It's just like you added a extra lemonade on the water and it just tastes so sour. Okay, and what do? We cannot extract the lemonade from the water, but instead you add more water into it. Extracting the lemonade from the water might look very impossible because it is already dissolved, but wherein adding more water and adding sugar or salt is always possible. So the same way, when the negativity hits you, when the problems are really more, we may not be able to take out the problems. Definitely it is not possible every time. When there are some problems where we cannot avoid in our life, try to add more positivity into it so that you can at least manage the situation. So observe positivity from outside, clean your mind and know the power of mind. It's really important. Enrich, empower and emerge with English. Thank you.